What's up guys, Elfis here, and today I'm going to be doing a butcher run guide. It's going to be specifically tailored to demon hunters, so it's going to go through your builds and stuff like that, but the run itself you could use on anybody. It's just going to take longer because demon hunters have much more mobility, and that's why it's more of a speed run. So you may die on occasion. It happens in speed runs. You're sacrificing a lot of survivability and such for speed, and it is what it is. So first off, let's go ahead and change our quest. I'm doing it in Inferno, but technically you can do it on any of them if you want. Inferno is obviously going to be the best to do it on, but again, do it on whatever you want, whatever you have up to, etc., etc. I've beaten all of them, so I've done up to Inferno. You want to go to quest number 9, the Imprisoned Angel, and then start at not the begin quest, but the Cursed Holes. So it's select quest. Are you sure you want to blah blah blah? Yes, I'm sure we want to do that. Okay, enter the game. Let's go ahead, load up here. Any second now. Let us seek honor together. I like to run with the Templar, by the way, just because, first off, I bought something in the auction house, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that real quick. But I like to run with the Templar because he has crowd control abilities, which the Enchantress has as well, so she's just as good, I think. I believe he has quite a few, just a couple more, though. So, life regeneration, dealing damage, stunning nearby enemies. The Templar will come to your aid, knocking back. Yeah, so every single one of his abilities is crowd control or support abilities. So, it's up to you, really. I think mine in particular doesn't have the best gear, so he actually sacrifices a little bit of damage. But yes, there we go. Perfect. 12k damage. No, I don't want to put that in there. Get out of my face. Get out of my face. Alright, nice. Another 12k damage. Cool beans. Okay, so I'm going to repair as well. So while I am repairing, though, I will go over real quick the general idea. So first off, my equipment is not the best. You don't need the best equipment to do this. It's really, nothing to brag about. I think this is up very loud. I would like to... Oh, you know what it is? I have my computer sound up maximum, don't I? Yes, I do. Down to 30, please. 30%. Beats by Dre, what up? I'm just kidding. I don't even like them all that. I mean, that's okay. Nothing to brag about. But so anyways, it's just as good as normal, though, really. Boom. Okay, so first off, my equipment. I use one-handed crossbow Calamity. I use Calamity for two reasons. One, because I am a cheap bastard and I'm broke. I don't have a lot of money to buy a good weapon, as you can see. But also because it has the 50% chance for Mark for Death, which is really good. Because I don't like to, it's an extra, it's a free skill. It essentially 50% chance with such fast attack speed pretty much means I don't need to use it. There's really no need to use it. It just doesn't make any sense. And I mean, I used to use this, but my Calamity has better damage too. So that's something I looted. I looted that on my. That's like retarded. I've only looted a few legendaries, and I looted one like with no magic find on my wizard when he was like level freaking 20. But okay, so. I use this, nothing to brag about. You guys can pause at each part. I'm just going to go over them real quick. My equipment in general is nothing to brag about. I tried to get some equipment that has magic find, but not sacrificing too much because I can't really afford a magic find set on top of my normal set that I looted most of my normal set. But, and then I have these that I'm going to throw on for the butcher. These are my magic find. There's magic find there, magic find there. They're just a little bit extra. They're nothing, my equipment's nothing to brag about is the point I'm trying to make. It's okay. My crossbow's decent, which I actually got for free, by the way. Somebody was nice enough to give me it, and, people are nice. If you ask for help, sometimes they'll give it to you. It's a decent crossbow, actually, for considering it's free. It's probably worth a couple mil if I were to buy it in the auction house, probably, 5 to 10 or something like that. But, so, anyways, nothing outrageous with that. Now, onto the build order real quick. For this run, I actually changed to Bola Shot, and I changed to Thunderball. And I use this because it has a stun and AoE. And Hungering Arrow, if you use the Spray of Teeth, has AoE as well, especially since I use Sharpshooter, so I get crits very frequently, on top of the fact that I have a decent crit percentage and all that as well. But it doesn't have any stun or crowd control, which is not all that great when you're fighting the Butcher himself. The Butcher himself, as with this build, crowd control is really good to have. So I like to go with that, and on top of that, just running through it helps too as well. I use multi-shot with Fire at Will, so I can spam it and not, rate my hatred that bad. It's pretty decent. I actually don't know why so few Demon Hunters use this. It's it's so good. It does very good damage with such a low hatred cost, only 15 hatred for 165% weapon damage, but it's such an incredibly big range. Oops, I changed my abilities. It's such a huge range. Granted, when they're right in front of you, it's hard to, but it's just, I don't understand why people don't. But so, okay, there's that. Preparation, I use preparation with battle scars. I like it because it's another heal, gives me 60% of my life back instantly, which is amazing, and, 45-second cooldown, fine. Some people like to use, is this the one? Yeah, backup plan. That one is good as well, but I find that the chance, even though it's a 30% chance, it doesn't really proc all that often, in my opinion. Plus, I'd prefer the heal. That's just me, because I sacrifice a lot of survivability and such, so... I use cull traps as well. However, a lot of the time I'll trade cull traps for something else. You can trade it for a lot of things. Smoke screen's good as well. If you don't have the crossbow I have, Mark for Death, be a top choice as well. Maybe Rain of Vengeance. Possibly Evasive Fire is really good. Such a low cost, and the fact that you can permanently stay away from your enemies is amazing. Sentry's decent as well. Etc. etc. You can kind of play around with ones you like. Some people like to do Elemental Arrow as well, or Rapid Fire. Any of these are good as too, you know what I'm saying. But I use Cull Traps, and I use Bait the Trap because it increases your critical hit chance. I actually use that mostly because I use Hungering Arrow, and the crit chance helps with that. But on top of that, just more crit chance as well. It is nice as well. I actually am not going to change that, even though I changed my thing. Vault, you can pretty much use any rune with it. Really, this one's going to be... sorry, not this one. Reduce the discipline cost if... Removes the discipline cost, but adds a cooldown. No. So this one is one I'm going to use, because we're going to be using Vault a lot, and we want it to cost very little discipline. That's what we want, so we can get through these places very quickly. I already went over Cull Traps. Shadow Power, I need the sustain. I really do. And the 35% incoming damage reduced is amazing. That's amazing. I can't believe they even put that in. That's ridiculous. Sharpshooter, amazing. Everybody should use this on a Demon Hunter. There's no reason not to. I use Archery. It's pretty good. Gives me another 10% critical hit chance, which is another bit of amazing. And Hot Pursuit, because I love move speed, and it's a speed run after all. So with that being said, is there anything else I want to cover real quick? If you have Magic Find equipped that you can pop on, make sure you pop them on before you kill bosses, but if not, there's no big deal. So with that being said, we're going to jump right down to, some people like to go to Leoric's Manor, or, up here and get a few stacks of the Nephilim. I don't, only because I have a decent amount of Magic Find as well, plus I have 95%, plus another 50% or 57% from these, as well as the fact that you usually get 2 to 3 stacks alone just from running it through real quick. So I don't. You can, though. It's not unrealistic. Some people do it, some people don't. It's up to you, really. So with that being said, we're gonna just try and run through real quick. Pretty much, it's all pretty easy for the most part. You just want to try and make sure that you don't get hit like that from these things. Their attacks are slow, but feel free to use your Cull Traps. You can dodge them so easy. It's amazing. And see, and another thing that a lot of people don't note, I don't even bother with these blues because they're such a waste. Another thing that people don't note is when you have fast attack speed, and you use the Thunderball, is that what it's called, Thunderball? Thunderball, with the Bola Shot, you can actually perma-stun bosses, if even with minimal amounts of luck. You can perma-stun bosses almost infinitely. I'm kind of surprised they have such a high chance to do this. It's really, almost unfair. It does such amazing damage, and if you'll note, again, look how much damage my AoE multi-shot is doing. I'm still unsure why so many people don't use it, to be honest with you. No, I don't want to go backwards. No. And I was thinking of the wrong map anyway, so actually I failed the speed run right out the gate. I'm probably going to go back up here, actually. So the Cursed Hold, is that what it's called? Yeah, the Cursed Hold is going to be down to your right somewhere, if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I actually ran this because I was trying to... Whoa, frame drop. Oh, uber frame drop. Jesus Christ. I don't know what just happened. Big frame drop. So, that's one thing that happens. If you have uber frame drop, you tend to die. that happens. I'm not even going to bother going back there. But again, you know what I mean? That's another elite. See, I've already got one stack of the Nephilim. He would have given me another. Actually, I will go back there just because I want the stack of the Nephilim. So 5 stacks is the max for those of you who don't know. 5 stacks of the Nephilim, not that hard to get. It helps a lot. It's how much do they give? It doesn't say. I think it's like 75% or something like that if I remember correctly. I don't know. But either way, it's quite a bit. So for those of you right up here, buddy, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, where you at, man? Where you at, man? Look at this stupid bastard. You want to get the hell out of there. I hate these freaking arcane lasers. They do so much damage. They really do. It's ridiculous how much damage they do. It's just so unfair. Come on, come around the corner. Or he's perma-stun, see? I love it. Perma-stun for the win. There is no reason not to use it when you're doing these runs, especially since my armor and stuff, I really don't have good survivability armor. Plus, when you're doing these runs, AoE is amazing. That's what you want. You want to get a lot of AoE because AoE is what helps you do speedruns. That's what helps you get through maps faster. Oops, I pressed Q. I meant to press W. Might be. It's what helps you get through maps faster. That's what it is. It's AoE. Nobody, you know, if you're going single target builds, you're not going to be doing good speedruns. It's just not going to be happening. And here we go. See, this is always the same. So always try and head downward, down the map like this. And of course, normally in a speedrun, I wouldn't be showing you this, but I'm doing this because it's a playthrough. But you want to head downwards like this so that you're going to have like a room upward like this. Also, when you find a place like this, it's usually right around the corner to that, I've found. I don't know if that's always or not, but it's a pretty high chance that it's right around the corner. So with that being said, we're going to run right through this as well. I'm not going to be focusing too much on this, only because, I mean, usually there's an elite or two in this area too, but again, I'm not going to be bothering with it. Health globes are nice. You can pick them up if you want. Sometimes there's an elite around the corner here, unless they've removed it since I've last played. I haven't done these runs in a while, but I needed something else to make a vid on, plus I said I would. So in that case, let's see, there was... I'm just going to run past these guys because there's no point in fighting them. You gotta love this vault. Vault is what helps you get so much faster. It's ridiculous. If you're not using vault on these speedruns, another frame drop. I don't know what the hell's going on. If you're not using vault, you're not doing a good speedrun, okay? You're not doing it, at the very least, you're not doing it the best you could. And another thing to note with multi-shot is it actually goes through these walls as long as the doors are open. So it won't go through the door if the door's not open. It'll break the door. But it will go through the walls if the doors are open. So more elites. More elites to get some more stacks of the Nephilim. Gotta love them. AoE, just raping these guys. Oh. And see, deaths are just inevitable with this build and my poor equipment. It just happens. And that was a little bit of misplay on my part that I just failed at. Oh, I do not want to get hit by that. Thank you. I don't know how I got hit by that, but okay, sure, why not? Sure, game, you can lie to me. I'm going to stop to pick up this Tomes of Secrets because I need them, but again, you guys probably wouldn't want to do that. I'm just going to avoid all these little guys. If they don't matter, I don't care. As long as they're not in my way, I'm not going to stop to kill them. So it's just not worth it. So if you're stopping to kill all these things, not a good run, you're wasting time. It's really just not worth it. Unless they get in the way, really. That's a treasure goblin. I actually didn't see that. The perma-stun helps with treasure goblins too as well. And the mark for death proc. Get out of my face! Jesus Christ. Leave me alone, you asshole. Oh, arm plates, that's nice. And, you know, every time you get low, like, vault out of wherever you are, turn around, press ER, if you have it set up the way I do, and then just blast a few multi-shots and you'll heal up real quick. It's really not that hard. Oops, that's not open. Open up. Just get through there. The one thing about vault that I do wish was different is that it doesn't go over walls or anything. Oops, so the door's open on that one. Just gonna keep going. Oh, I don't want to get hit by that. Kill these because I want this. Is there anything up here? Nope. Okay, let's go. Around the corner. Come on, Templar. We don't care about these things. We're not fighting every single thing. It's not happening, brother. I killed the skeleton summoners mostly just because they're annoying. They'll clog up your screen. Really? There's 5 of them on the other side? That's pretty rare. Usually you don't see that much on that side. Interesting. Usually it's about somewhat evened out. Not always, but I mean, that's kind of odd in all honesty. So I'm already at 3 stacks. I'll probably get at least 1 more on this side right here. And then hopefully I'll get 1 more before I hit up to the butcher. So 4 when you're on the warden isn't bad. So don't feel bad if you're like, oh, I need 1 more. 1 more stack isn't really going to kill you. I mean, I'm going to just wait right there. You could have vaulted around it if you wanted. It doesn't really make a difference. I pressed 1, but sure, why not, game? Why not? No, that's fine. I get it. No, don't worry, game. I don't want to inconvenience you by doing what I tell you to do, you piece of shit. I'm just kidding. Calm down. Fucking bullshit. I hate that. Maybe it's, I don't know, maybe I have bad latency at the moment or something. Alright, see, there's the elite that I was talking about. I hate this, reflects damage. If you watched my other frickin' games, I was telling you, everything in fucking Inferno spawns with reflects damage. It's the most fucking infuriating thing ever, but gotta love that permastun again. And shooting through the doors. Those are cool too. Okay, let's fucking... Oops, it's the other one, not this one, so I don't care about that one. Move, please. There's one. There's another one. Get out of my way. There's one down there. And I get fleeting. Nice, perfect. So if you're lucky, you'll grab some fleetings too. What do I know? That's just, that you can't really depend on though. That's just luck. Go ahead, ghosty friends. Get out of here. I like to check the weapon racks. I've gotten some decent loot with them before, but, you know, it's pretty random. Oh, another elite. So this will give me 5 stacks on that. Cool. And a little bit of the crit chance. Cool beans. Do those ones not give me an extra stack? Okay, there we go. I was just delayed because I had to kill their little things. Dread Cloak. Cool beans. Oh, and a Tome of Secret, because I use those. Alrighty. I like to get rid of all these little freaks in the way before I run in and spawn the butcher, because he'll jump down in a minute once you come in. Yeah, there he goes. He starts crying about shit. It's like, oh, how come I'm doing shit and you guys are pussies? It's like, hey, shut up, bro. He's a little bitch. Just rape him with your thing. Permastun. See what I'm saying? You don't even have to worry about bosses. Permastun. It's the bomb. I don't know why everybody doesn't use this when they do runs. Especially, get out of here. It does, I'll be honest with you, I'm really squishy. I will die pretty goddamn quick. I don't think I'll get one shot by these bosses. I have about 30k health, but it's pretty damn close to getting, you know, butt fucked. So, seeing as how I do not like getting my anus penetrated that often, maybe once in a while, okay? Just kidding. I don't like it, but don't watch that. If it's a speed run, that's for lore. If you guys like playing the game when you're first went through, you can watch it. It's a little like, it's not a cutscene, but if you've been through the game, which you have since you're looking at speedruns probably, then you know what it is. These you actually don't even need to kill if you don't want. They're annoying to run past. That's why I usually kill elites in that manner, but you don't have to. I mean, their loot's going to be okay too. It's not going to be anything to brag about. I'll kill him just because I want to. And you know, every time you get low on your freaking flawless. That's okay, I guess. I'll take it. Every time you get low on your, you know, your discipline. Sorry, I couldn't think for a second. Every time you're low on your discipline, feel free. Just pop your preparation. I was about to say penetration. Oh, buddy. Pop your preparation. Yeah, pop your penetration, guys. Just penetrate yourselves. You know what I mean? Pop your preparation. I am sorry. I'm laughing right now. Pop your preparation and, you know, go to town on them. Also, another key thing to note when you're jumping through these places, like you'll see me do all over the place, don't blow all your discipline on it, because you want to have discipline left to get out of a sticky situation without having to pop your penetration, of course. That time I did it on purpose. If that up there is what I think it is... Nope, never mind, I lied. I don't think it's up this way, but... Actually, you know what? It probably is up this way. See, I love this multi-shot. If you don't use multi-shot, then fuck you. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah, not fuck you, but you should. Where am I going? The Chamber of Suffering is always facing upward. So it's either going to be this way and up or that way and up. I'm going to take a gamble and go this way. I've had more luck going north, going northwest and then looping back around than I have going the other way. I don't think it's I can't remember entirely. It appears as though I guessed wrong. Okay, so it's going to be the other way then, unfortunately. Well, I guess it could be down here. There's no harm in doing it. I'll just check, since I'm already over here anyways, because it would be quite unfortunate to have to come back, and apparently it's not over here. Oh, apparently I got a book that I've already found before. And that guy's just going to keep summoning until I kill him. I don't care. Grab some healing wells if you need them. If not, it's a few seconds you're wasting, so, you know, just let him go. The point of these is speed. When you're doing runs like these, you want to try and get through them as quick as possible. And, you know, I know you guys are like, oh, well, you're dying all the time, blah, blah, blah. Well, I actually don't die all that much when I'm just running through it fast, going by myself. It's you know, it doesn't help that, you know, one of those deaths was frame drop, and this is probably a dead end. I'm just going to shoot through. Oh, let me get that. And, yeah, it was a dead end. So usually, just a tip, another tip as well. I actually wanted to prove it, but usually when you have these, like, flame places, I don't know the name of them, it's like an oven, kind of. When you have these places like this, usually it's a dead end, so probably don't go down them if you're doing speed runs. It's probably not a good idea. But, oh, another weapon rack. Why won't my guy move? Okay, I was caught on the wall, apparently. Didn't know that could happen. So usually it's a dead end. Not always. I have, you know, I think I've come into them. Oh, that's unfortunate. And then build up some hatred with your permastun. And I killed 2 of them, so in a normal speedrun I'd probably let the 3rd one go, but I killed 2 of them, so I'm definitely turning around to get the loot. You know what I'm saying? I'm not letting the 3rd one go. If you want, you can wear your magic find armor through here. It's really not that big of a difference, even if you don't, so I mean, I just use them on the boss, although I'm sure I'll forget this time since I'm, you know, trying to do this shit for you guys and all that. But usually the little magic find equipment I have, I run through and I use it when I get to the butcher. I didn't use it on the warden, like I forgot. See, it's always going to be north. Like, it's always going to be going north to get there because it always, I've said it in the video in my barbarian playthrough and I went through it. This part forward from here on always looks the same. Always. The stairs are always in this fashion like this. Every time, the stairs for this place, for the Chamber of Suffering. Now I'm going to kill the Butcher, of course, and I'm actually just going to pop my Magic Find Armor on right at the beginning, only because, well, you know what, I guess it doesn't matter. I'm going to skip this. I was just thinking for a second, that's why I didn't skip it, but obviously you want to skip that ASAP. A few things you want to avoid with this guy. I like to keep moving, because you avoid his hook, potentially. That thing you definitely want to avoid. Try and keep him perma-stunned if you can. He's going to try and hook me in a minute here, probably. And I am going to keep doing this. Get the fuck out of there. Because he's going to do that shit. I like to use preparation, too. See, there he goes, the hook. Now I can sit still for a sec, because that has, like, a cooldown on it. Get the fuck out of the way of that. Oh, apparently my stun blocked it anyways. And I'm going to pop my magic find on. Oh, jump, jump, jump! Oh, buddy. That was very unfortunate. That almost turned out very poorly. And he's dead. There we go. Cool beans. And there's my loot. Once this fire goes away, I'll get it. Fire's really annoying. Come on, fire. Thank you. What did I get? Magus Wand, Colossus Blade, Warlord Plate, couple Tomes of Secret. Again, you guys may not want those, but I personally do because I use them. And let's see. So in one run, that's what I got. All that is a run through. Not too shabby, if I do say so myself. I've gotten better, actually. I've gotten much better, but it's not terrible. It's decent, I guess. And on another side note, it really doesn't take that long to just go in and free Tyrael real quick if you haven't maxed your level, although you probably have since you're watching this. Even if you have another 1,000 gold or something like that, it's not really that big of a deal. It's probably not worth it for the people who are doing speed runs, really, but anything decent, let's see what we get. No, actually, no, Dex. I thought that was Vitality. I lied. No. That's okay, but it's nothing great. Nobody's going to buy it. No, 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 not even close. And, you know, so nothing good this round, but decent DPS on this, I guess. It's not terrible. That'll probably sell for like 50k. If it had intelligence, it would probably sell, actually. It's probably not going to sell because it has dexterity? Strength, sorry. And that's a useless stat. So, unfortunately, I didn't get anything good this round. So normally, right after that, you want to go ahead and click escape, or sorry, teleport back to town, or escape, or whatever you want to do. I teleport back to town so I can escape the game faster. You don't have to. Then you go ahead and leave game, and I think you have to change your quest back. Do you? Because yeah, now you're probably on Find the Stranger. So you go back to this, select quest, and run right through real quick again. So usually you can average it once you get good at it and get the hang of it and start learning all the little tricks. For example, the ones that I was telling you about, like the fact that those stairs are always in that shape, like you always want to go north like that to get to them, like a northeast direction, and that door on the wall is always, you know, on the north wall like that, so it's facing southwest, and you always want to run that way to get there. Things along those lines. Once you get those down, and, you know, you get your kiting and all that stuff down, which you probably should have by the time you get to 60 anyways, but for example, if you don't, it's really not that hard. You can average them about, I think I run something like 10 minutes or so, 10 to 15, maybe 15 tops. Usually no more than 15, anything more than 15, and that's a bad run, and I got unlucky. Usually, maybe I'll have one death per run. I usually don't even die, though. I died twice in this. One was because of latency, but the other one was because of idiocy, I guess. Both have C's in the end. Well, C the sound, not C the letter, so just so you guys know I'm not illiterate. But, so with that being said, that has been a Butcher Run tutorial. It's not that hard, quick 10-minute run, decent loot. If you have more magic finds, you can get up even higher than that. You know, you can get some legendaries, some decent stuff from them. They can drop decent equip in Inferno, you know. I haven't tried to run them in any of the other difficulties, so I don't know how good or bad the equip is in that, but, you know, I'm sure it's okay, I guess, given enough magic find. But, with that being said, that has been a Butcher Run, and I have been Elfis. You are welcome, or thank you for watching, whichever way you want to think about it, either way. And I will probably post another video later today. I'll probably do a money-making one, because I have a little trick with that. It's, you know, maybe you guys can watch that too. If not, though, I've already said this twice now, so I'm not going to say that again. That would be incompetent. With that being said, I will see you guys later, and this has been Elfis. Elfis out.